Doesn't matter how big or how small you are, wings will always make you look good.
Stay nutty and get your geek on.
What's up guys, BC coming back at you guys, yet another Transformers video review. And today we are continuing Dinoking week, or Source Review week, if you want to be that person. And we are going to be starting this video off with Dinoni, which is Fans Project's take on Yokuryu, who is the right arm of Dinoking. And, as you can see, he's some weird bird creature. This weird bird creature is the one that fits into the Pteranodon shell. So, for all intents and purposes, he's the Pteranodon. And that's all she wrote. This is literally, what you see is what you get, basically. And I realize that makes it sound as if I'm not a huge fan of this figure. I actually really dig him. He's one of the one, like, he's literally the one that, of all the ones I've disassembled for the sheer sake of review, he has, like, this general mold has to be, like, my second favorite. Because, let's face it, one of them just blows past everyone, and it makes perfect sense why. And, yeah, Dinoni is looking quite awesome. Now, Dinoni also comes with a gun. A gun that can do a thing. Like, yeah, right there. It can do that. I don't understand why that's even a thing, but hey, it's a thing you can do with the gun. Cool. Now, I kind of wish there was weapon storage on the Dino modes. I kind of do. But at the same time, I don't care as much as admittedly probably should. So, there we go. There is Dinoni as, well, a bird creature. I'm not truly sure what he's supposed to be, so as of late I've just been saying this is his vulture mode. I'm not 100% sure what he's supposed to be. Maybe a Rodan? And no, I'm not referencing the Godzilla monster. I'm mostly talking about an actual Rodan, because apparently that's actually a creature according to TFA. TFA, you are featured a lot in this week already. What the heck is going on here? Anyways, let's get into how he transforms. And how he transforms is actually pretty cool. First things first, you're gonna bend that, and you saw, I didn't really mention articulation because, well, it's the ball's right there, the twiddleable toe, and these beautifully ratcheted wings. That's basically it. I mean, yeah, you can technically say that's articulation as well, but that's what matters more. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, transformation for him is quite simple. You're gonna untap his arms, bring them out, flip out his hand, and there we go. There are his arms. Straighten them out at that elbow, at that ab crunch joint to straighten them out, and then you're gonna separate the legs from there, and they don't actually clip in by any part of these. They actually clip in on the underside of the waist. There's a little tab that slots into this little bit right here, and that's gonna be seen again for when we turn him into an arm. Anyways, that's gonna fold down, rotate around. Then this whole piece, this is actually really cool. This just spins around like this. Then the foot folds up and tabs in right there. And this whole piece is going to spin around, tab back onto his back to create extra heel support, unless, yeah, to create, and then the foot folds around like that to form extra heel support. Then you flip this piece down and around, and that's what becomes the foot, and then this piece flips up to become the knee pad. Such a simplistic set of hinges, and yet it accomplishes so much. So once again, fold it around like this, bring this down around like this, tab it in right here, fold it down, flip it all around, bring it and bring this down, flip out the heel piece. That's what becomes the foot. Flip this up, that's what becomes the knee pad. And there is his ridiculously long legs. Stand him up. Now he's going to close up his mouth and fold the bird head down. And there is Dinoni. Or, for those of us who recognize him from Victory, Yokuryu. And yeah, it's safe to say he's pretty awesome. Oh, and I guess you can say that they rotate there as well. I mean, you could just kind of fold the wings up onto the back like that. You could. You could. It kind of cleans up the silhouette, but at the same time it leaves a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. It just makes more sense for me to do that. And I can't believe I completely forgot to do this. The box! Dinoni right here. Says the name right there. This is the kanji for 2. He's Dino 2. Robot mode. Bird mode. On the bottom has bird mode. The top has bird mode. Or not bird mode. Bot mode. I'm such a dunce. And another thing that I clearly forgot to do with the Dinoichi box that I'm going to do here. But yeah, the back of the box, basically the same exact thing. But, quite like Dinoichi, Dinoni has window packaging. So you can just flip this flat, and you can see the figure inside. This is a cool idea for those of us who are mint and seal box collectors. This is a cool idea. The only other figure that I know for a fact that I have that does that with the packaging is my Mastermind Creations Fella Saber. So yeah, oh, whoops, I almost made a mistake. Yeah, I'm not used to having the boxes in the back. So this is a new experience for me. We're trying new things, guys. We're trying new things. You know, but I think I'm figuring it out, guys. Anyways, here's his gun. He can hold it like a boss. And so far, the 2 that I've reviewed, they hold their guns just fine, but 2 of these figures, I'm not sure if they were meant to hold guns. But that's just me. Anyways, articulation-wise, he's got a ball joint here at the neck. He's got a set of hinges. He's got a hinge connected to a ball joint at his shoulder. He's got a biceps level. He's got a double jointed elbow, as per usual. He's got a ball joint at the wrist that really only allows for rotation. He's got a waist joint as well as the ratcheted ab crunch. The ball joint in the hip, thigh swivel. When you have this piece attached, the knee only bends back that far. If you want more movement, you can move this out of the way to get the full curl, but that puts this thing out at an alarmingly distracting area, and even shows it on the box that if you want the full knee bend, you have to flip that piece up. And just, I'm not a fan. I'm really not. Because otherwise, you know, he's got a ball joint at the ankles, which I'm cool with. I think my favorite type of joint, because, you know, Jabi has his swivels. Aladar, you know, he has ratchets, because ratchet joints, I can definitely see why. They're definitely up there for me. But for me, personally, I'm a fan of ball joints. I love ball joints. There's just, it gives me more, for me specifically, it gives more options as to what I can have them do. Like, I don't know, that's just a thing with me. So there we go. There is Dinoni slash Yokuryu in his robot mode, and again, normally I'd end the video here, but this time, given these guys are a little bit more complex and a little bit more different from what I usually do, we're going to turn them into an arm right here, right now. So for those of you who got really sick of me making really long videos for combiner teams when I really shouldn't have, well, you're in luck, because this time around, you're getting the full package for each figure. So we're going to go ahead and fold his hands up. We're going to fold his head back into the bird head, but we're going to have the bird head angled like that, because we're going to take his robot mode shoulders, we're going to bring them up and around like this. I want to say like this. Like this, maybe? Yeah. You're going to bring them up like this, and then you're going to rotate this around, and this giant tab is going to plug into the side of the bird head. In theory. There we go. Yeah, you're going to make sure everything is aligned right. And that was going to be my next thing to talk about, but of course, Murphy's Law, Murphy's Law. This one had a crack on it. This one was holding up just fine for a while, but since I'm on camera, it just cracked. It's no big deal. It doesn't affect anything major. But, you know, it's still something that's a bit of an annoyance. So, if you have this guy, or if you had interest in this guy, you know, be warned. That's the thing. Now you're just going to fold the wings up like that, and they're going to tab in right where, like, the tabs were used to plug them in for bird mode. You're going to fold the wings forward like this, and just lightly tab them into place here and here. And that's what's going to hold the wings into place. Now, of course, you could do the other option where you would flip these around, fold them up, and then fold them back in on each other. Basically, you would do that. You could do that if you wanted to. Me, personally, I prefer this. Because it keeps this piece from moving around. And of course, it's not going to want to tab in for me now. There we go. Now, down here, we open this up and bring the bird talon back down. Fold these pieces up as per usual, going as if we were going back into bird mode, but then we're going to go ahead and fold his legs back up, and instead of rotating them and using these slots to tab them into these black pieces, we're actually just going to go ahead and put the legs together like this and just tab them together. Then we're going to go ahead and fold these pieces back in on themselves, tab them back in, flip up the connector, bring this piece down, and then rotate that, and bend the elbow. And there is Dinoni as the right arm. The combiner feet and hands came with Dinoni, but here's the catch. I'm not going to put the hand on. Because, well, you know, that's for combine mode. And combine mode is all one video. So yeah, there you go. There is Dinoni. And yeah, I think we're done here. So with that said, guys, this is BC saying stay nerdy, get your geek on. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.